Your country, 1039 KGRT, one of my favorites from Little Big Town and Boondocks.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., downtown Las Cruces.
Yes, my friends, and today, our question of the day is pretty simple because today is National Password Day. Yeah, it is National Password Day. And, we all try and keep our passwords close to the chest so nobody can get into our stuff. Very important these days to make sure that your password is a strong password. Trust me, every time I try and put one in one of my services, when I have to change it, they always say it's not strong enough. I hate when that happens because I have a system and it's messing with my system. It really is. And of course, if you use the same password for everything, experts really don't like that too much. But it happens, right? It really does. But my question for you on Password Day, one bit of advice, make sure to remember your passwords and maybe take a look at them today. But have you ever gotten someone else's password and then used it to get into their email, their phone, or even their social media accounts? Come on now, be honest. I honestly have never done that. I have had coworkers, I've had friends and family that have accidentally left some things up on the computer because if you don't close things out, it'll just stay up there. So I have certainly gone peeking around or anything else like that. Nope, would never do that. Mostly. But I do know some people that have gotten into my account one time in particular, but it was for a good reason because they went behind my back to organize, I think it was my 40th surprise birthday party, and it was a lot of fun, and it was completely, totally a surprise. Can't believe that they pulled it off. However, once I found out how they did it, I did immediately go and change my passwords because that person knows me well enough so that she just pretty much guessed what that password was. Yeah, so had to change it up just a little bit. But for today, our question of the day on Password Day is, have you ever gotten someone else's password and then used it to get into their email, their phone, or even their social media accounts? Yeah, that's a good question. Go ahead and let me know your answers by giving me a call or maybe sending that text message, 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. And also, we are live on our social media pages. In fact, we do a little bit extra there. So go ahead and check it out on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Just do a little search for KGRT. You can go ahead and find those. And let me know your answers. Maybe leave a comment down below on our social media pages as well. So let me know your answers for our question of the day. Have you someone else's password and used it? Okay, we are good there and there and there. So get into their email. I don't know. I love it when some people, because this used to happen every once in a while, shared computers, it's going to happen. Somebody would leave up their social media pages and then you make that post, like Gino is the most awesome person that I've ever met in my life. I will have to admit I've probably done that a couple of times, but we don't share as many computers as we used to here at the radio station. But go ahead and let me know if you've ever done that. Have you gotten into someone else's stuff by figuring out what their password is and then used it to get into their email, their phone, or their social media accounts? Because those are always fun in a good, harmless way. No spam or anything else like that, So go ahead and let me know your answers. Once again, call them in, text them in, 575-523-KGRT. Just got a text message. Says, let me just read it beforehand. Let's see. Yeah. The studies are, which beer. That's the beer story. If you get Chinese scientists apparently figured out that 42 degrees is the perfect temperature for beer. And I'm just picturing in my head, a bunch of Chinese scientists going, we need a larger sample size, or I'm not quite sure. Maybe we should try it again, because That would never happen in the U.S., right? I think they've tried studies like that, but nobody can remember the results. Anyway, back to our question of the day. Have you ever gotten into somebody's password or gotten somebody's password and used it in their email, phone number, or social media accounts for fun, in a good way, not in a harmful way? Okay. While we're waiting for a few more answers, let's go ahead and take a look at what is going on in and around the world. Let's see. Girl Scouts are expanding its cookie empire. Yes, so we can look at something new. Thin Mints mini bars will be sold exclusively at Costco. That would be good. Also, I saw McDonald's is looking to introduce a bigger burger. The new burger will be tested in select markets later on this year before potential global implementation. That's what we need, a bigger burger that will actually cost more than a quarter pounder. Yep. Also, let's see. Wales Farmer says Aldi plans to sell banana ketchup. The Filipino-style banana ketchup won a competition and is set to hit Aldi stores in the UK. The ketchup is a blend of sweet and sour with a hint of spice. I don't know if you've ever tried banana ketchup. I hear it's pretty good. And I also saw that the dating app OkCupid and Photo Room recently collaborated to create an online tool that digitally erases ex-partners from your photos. 62% of women on OkCupid expressed a desire to erase past relationship, otherwise perfect pictures. So basically, I guess I look good, but we got to get rid of this over here. Just keep me in it because that's a really good picture of me, but get rid of everything else. I can see that. Let's go ahead and get back to it. If you have gotten into your or somebody else's accounts via their password, basically, if you have gotten someone else's password and then used it to get into their email, phone, or social media accounts, then go ahead and let me know. Ramona says, no, I would never do that. Of course not. But, I even asked that supplemental question. What if they just happened to leave it open on the computer and you looked at it, right? I know that's happened a couple of times. Got my son in trouble once when that happened. But anyway, let me know your answers for our question of the day. Call them in, text them in, leave your comments down below. And yeah, have you ever gotten someone else's password and then used it to get into their email, their phone, or even their social media accounts? That is our question of the day.